All stars on me. All stars on me. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. Let's get it. Football season about to start and we about to be turned blue, white, and silver head to toe. Yeah, you know I'm a stunt. When star status in the building, everybody know it. I rep my club with pride and ain't afraid to show it. We America's fan club and we still growing. We the lightning before the thunder, bringing all the action. Are you a Cowboy fan? One question, who asking? Not just a Cowboy fan, it's a style of life. When lose or tie, anybody can get it. I seen it with my own two eyes, an undefeated beginning that folded like a poker night. A million fans waiting for that sixth ring, a Super Bowl championship. I can hear Texas sing. Woo! Turned out for what? Ain't no fucking off season. 365, 24/7, long as I'm breathing. April 2021, let's see what the draft bring. We need the best that wanna win and get it by any means. Deion Sanders to the 10 power, a champion. Beast mode, Tony Dorsett, born to win. Blue and silver retros, throwback image jersey. White pants, white hat, throwback Thursday. We got the party rocking, we turned up. Got everybody screaming Cowboys till the day I die. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. What we tell them? Anybody can get it, anybody can get it. No matter what team you reppin', anybody can get it. All the pride and the glory when your team's undefeated. And just like that, it's all over, ending the football season. It ain't about how you start, it's all about how you finish. So anybody can get it, anybody. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. All stars on me. All stars on me. All stars on me.
Exactly.
Y'all already know I keep all stars on me. You know what I'm saying? What is up, BDG, baby? We live in the building today. It is Supporter Saturdays. Number 10 in the building, man. What is good, y'all? How we doing today? Y'all ready to talk about some Cowboys love and marriage? I know I am, man, because I've always had this question, man. I wonder what it's like for marriages in one household who support the same NFL team. And I think maybe some of the folks out there that are houses divided, if you know what I mean, probably have some of those same questions. But when it comes to these folks that we're going to bring on here today, they're no strangers to BDG as they're big supporters. But we're going to get an inside peek under their roof of what it's like to be in a Cowboys marriage, especially as a Cowboys power couple within the fan base that I seen boots on ground. I seen them out there. I met them. You know what I mean? Shout out Star Status Cowboys Connection, the prayers overall. Y'all know who he is, Cowboy Kev, as we tap in here, BDG, on Supporter Saturdays, number 10. Let's ride or die. Let's give some shout outs to some folks out there riding with us today. Hey, top fan Ty Murray is in the building, and as always, Star Status Sarah, the prototype, is in the building. We see you, girl. How you doing? Justin Vaudry is tuning in today with us. Appreciate that. You know, we're live on the BDG page here at the Built Different group. You know, gang. We do things a little bit different over here if you haven't figured that out already. We're also live in OAT. You know, that's an exclusive group over there with 18,000 diehard fans. You know what I mean? That like to connect off these Facebook streets like this Cowboys marriage we're getting ready to show y'all today. And we're also live on YouTube. So everybody watching us on those 3 locations today, thank you for tapping in. Y'all know what to do. All my supporters, if you own the line today, baby, you've got to get to sharing, baby, because we don't do that caring. So let's get some sharers. Let's get some support out there. Let's show some love. We're on Supporter Saturdays today. And I got 2 of our supporters that I'd like to bring on, man. And so let's just get it cracking, shall we? Let's bring them on. Y'all seen them, the power couple. I've dubbed them out there, boots on ground. I seen them in Canton, Ohio. They're doing big things with Star Status Cowboys Connection. Ohio in the 3 chapters that they have out there. And I seen them firsthand at the all-white party out there. Let's welcome Lady Vice and Cuff to the show, shall we?
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboy Up family.
What's going on, y'all two? How we doing today?
Oh, excellent.
We blessed, BG. Thank you for allowing us to be here with you.
Yes.
And thank y'all. No, thank y'all for putting up with my long-winded intro there. You know what I mean? We got some folks riding with us today, and we know it's all about y'all. So I'd first just like to thank y'all for taking some time out, because I know y'all are very busy after, you know, connecting with you guys initially and then coming out there and meeting and seeing how many Cowboy fans are in Ohio, man. I was like, what?
Right.
What are y'all doing it like this out here? So I'm happy that y'all will be able to share this here with them today. But we talk about love and Cowboys marriage. Y'all know that song is already playing in y'all's head. Y'all hear love and marriage, love and marriage.
Right.
Oh, that's old school.
Yeah, y'all know. I know we about in that same demographic, you know, that same age group. So
Right.
you know what I mean. But we got some folks riding with us here today, and they're here to see you guys. So let's just kick it off. I want to know first thing, man. What's it like in the house after an L?
We just drink 1800 and talk about what we need to do better.
Well,
Y'all talk and communicate, like y'all like mad at each other and go separate ways. I mean, like that's what it's like. Y'all, that's how y'all do.
Yep.
that's how it is. When you got a supportive marriage and a supportive spouse, you know, we're not a house divided. So, you know what I'm saying? We root for the same team. So we talk about things after the game and during the game, like, man, what they could have did, what could have been different. The same thing that, you know what I'm saying, me and you, BG, might talk about, me and the wife talk about, like, man, if he just would have threw the ball a little faster, you know what I'm saying, did a juke here, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the same thing.
Right. That's very interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. I don't know. I'm in a house divided myself, so I have that question for folks out there that may be house divided too. I think that's pretty neat. You know what I mean? Because most of us house divided folks know, you know, families don't mess with us for at least 2-3 days. We got
Right.
You know, we gonna drink or smoke a little something, you know, kind of y'all turn up off that 1800. I see
Right.
real out there.
Right.
But thank you for answering that tough question. Right? No, what you had something else to answer?
No, but so I know, you know what I'm saying, this is Cowboy fan base, but we are house divided, but in college football.
Oh.
So on Saturdays, that's when we usually have issues. But it's not every Saturday. Usually our biggest rival is when Ohio State, which is my team, and Michigan, which is his team, they play. So that's when, you know what I'm saying, we really are house divided. But even still then, I mean, we talk stuff. You know, I might like put little stuff on a bed or, you know, like write letters, you know what I'm saying, here and there. Or I'll text them, you know, something funny. But after Saturday's over, Monday come, we good.
Right on. And then as you can see, y'all's prayers out there in LA is watching. Y'all
Hey, what up?
Cowboy
Hi,
Kevin's on the
Kev.
line.
Cowboy up, Kevin.
Star status official, baby. Cowboy up. You know how he does it. Know the part, be the part, act the part, be the part. There you go.
Got it, yep.
K-A-B,
Yeah.
K-A-B.
Yeah, K-A-B. That's it. So I appreciate that. I love Cowboy Kev. We met out there. So thank you. I'm not surprised that he's running with Cowboy fans such as yourself. So before we do some more shout outs and welcome some more folks, let's just go all the way back to the beginning, right? You know what I mean? Like, was it the Cowboys thing? You know what I mean? Was it primarily what drove the marriage, or was it just became, because I had some folks that share with us, no, it was just natural. We happen to be Cowboy fans. We fell in love. Now we're diehards. Or some folks actually say, nah, I won't marry nobody else but a Cowboy fan.
Right.
Wow.
Can you elaborate on that? Maybe how y'all's happened a little bit?
I'll let you go first.
Well, initially, of course, getting together, it had nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, with football. We just both had the same energy. You know, we both just vibe off one another. But back to college football, of course, you know what I'm saying, he's Michigan and I'm Ohio State.
Oh.
So that was like a little cute thing, like, oh, man, I can't mess with you. Or, oh, you know, you a Michigan fan? Just come on over. You want to be a winner? Come on over. So, however, speeding up until, so we dated. Then, of course, you know, he asked my father, you know what I'm saying, to give his hand, you know what I'm saying, in marriage. And my father agreed. And my father's a Michigan fan as well. So then you had him and my father against me. So when it came down to getting our wedding and everything together, we couldn't decide on colors. My favorite color.
Oh.
My favorite color is red. His favorite color is blue.
Oh.
So to make sure that both of us, you know what I'm saying, both of our colors was a part of it, red and blue equals purple. So our wedding became royalty. So purple and silver became our colors. So
Wow.
during the time of us dating, football was everything, even, you know what I'm saying, dating and then into the engagement. So I already knew how, you know what I'm saying, passionate he was about football. So I wanted to make sure, hey, let's, you know what I'm saying, have fun doing our wedding. So our wedding theme was football. It wasn't blue and silver. Like I said, it was like a purple and silver, but we had all of our pictures were football related. I even have a picture, which I think I shared with you, of me holding out the Cowboys football. We have our wedding rings on top of the actual Cowboys football. And like, you know, our bridesmaids and groomsmen, they were in huddles and everything. I mean, I did the cheerleading pose. We did it all.
I seen them.
Okay.
And I was like, man, like, you know, on the surface as a Cowboy fan, I had got that. But I was like, you know, a lot of folks ain't going to understand that. And that's why I wanted to have y'all get on here today. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no, so I mean, I guess it all comes down to with anything. Like, even if I wasn't a part of football, it all came down to, it's like with anything else, you know what's important, you know, with the person that you love. So you support it. It just happened to be, I really didn't have, you know what I'm saying, an NFL team. I didn't. So that's why on my song, I say, you know, I'm a football wife. I'm married into this Cowboys life. And it's been awesome ever since. You know, my father, my late father, he's a, you know what I'm saying, Cleveland Browns fan, die hard, you know, no matter how many, you know what I'm saying, losses, L's they took. You know, he's born and raised in Ohio, family in Cleveland. So, however, you know, football was in my home, but not as much as it has been with him. So here we are.
I got you. Now you said you want to go first or something. We got to hear your side of the story. Comes out.
No, I said she got to go first because I always, you know what I'm saying, I want to be a gentleman, BG. I don't want to. I don't want to start this interview and have problems. So
we're not gonna do that.
I want to do everything right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we're not like TMZ messy over here. We BDG. We uplift the folks. If y'all haven't figured, I know y'all are good supporters over there, so I know y'all figured that out. But I didn't know. I wanted to kind of throw that out there in case you need a lifeline all the time. I was like,
no. I text you on the low, but I just wanted to let her get it in. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents because it was, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. Like I said, I tell everybody that asks, you know what I'm saying, like, man, I actually prayed for my wife, man. It wasn't like she just came out the blue. Like, when I was serious about having a relationship that, you know what I'm saying, I want somebody to have my back, you know, tell me right from wrong, criticize me, you know, me take the criticism. I wanted somebody like that. And when I was serious about it, I prayed about it. And it, you know what I'm saying, my prayers were answered. Like I said, I made a post the other day that we don't always get along. And I meant that because nobody is perfect. So when we do have arguments and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, we make it right. You know, you don't just like keep it going and try to have an attitude with a person that you living in the same household with. You know what I'm saying? You try to bury that.
All right.
But you know what I'm saying, I can't, you know, just the best woman that I ever had in my life besides my mom. So I got to give her credit.
Man, that's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. It's totally opposite what a lot of folks would have thought. You know what I mean? Because I was like, well, when did Lady Vice come into the picture? That was the case. That's my next question. Right. You know what I mean? Because like we know y'all diehards. Y'all took wedding pictures and everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the football. So, and I don't say that lightly or to make fun of you guys. I was like, wow, like, you know, for folks out there that are doing it, I've seen a lot of couples out there in the fan bases. But when it comes to y'all have moved, and especially Lady Vice, your presence now in the fan base, you know, what you're doing, you know, breaking down all these glass ceilings that are out there. I mean, how did Lady Vice come about?
Thank you. So Lady Vice came about because, of course, Cuff is the vice president out here with Star Status Ohio.
Right.
Mark Lockett is the president. So being that I'm the, you know what I'm saying, his wife, Mark Lockett wife, Camille Lockett, started calling me Vice Lady. So, you know, so a lot of people were assuming that I was like a lady vice president, but it was the opposite. I'm the wife of the vice president out here in Ohio.
Okay.
So she started calling me Vice Lady, and then some people started calling me Lady Vice. On Facebook, at one point in time, I was Cuff Lyrics, and he's Cuff Kenneth. So in the morning, you know, I'm like, hey, good morning. People was like, good morning, bro. What it do? I'm like, no, this is his wife. Then he might post something. They like, hey, sis. And he's like, no. So I had to take the cuff off and just leave Lady Vice. The lyrics actually was already a part of my name before I started doing music. And lyrics came from the fact that I love music. Like, music is therapy for me. I listen to music all day, every day. My coworkers call me Hummingbird. And shout out to Dallas T in LA, our national vice president, who I drove crazy while we were on our bus in Hall of Fame, because she like, is that all y'all do is sing? Is that all you do is hum? I'm like, music is life. So lyrics was already, that was just something that actually resonated for me, you know what I'm saying, with me just liking music. And also my love for the movie Jason Lyrics, but that's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, conversation. But so it just happened to come about, Lady Vice Lyrics, and then once the music came, it just seemed like it was already set in stone, and it wasn't. It just was a coincidence. So shout out to Camille. Love you.
So then Lady Vice steps on the scene, and I think that's, you know, I'm not sure exactly when we all got connected. I think I remember, you know, being friends with the VP there, you know, early on, and see, I was like, man, they repping out in Ohio, like, you know, right. and it was a star status brand. So I was like, okay, you know, that's already, nobody just gets into star status, because I've seen that. I'm in all their groups, so I see Kev Boy live and all there. I really admire what he's doing to keep it football model, how a guy from LA and the inner city has been able to take folks from challenged geographically, demographically challenged areas.
That's a blessing. Right.
You know what I mean? And get people behind rallying football. And then here you guys come. And I said, you know, I'm just totally fascinated by this. And I wanted to had been talking about this for months. Like, you know, I'm going to get some folks on there. I think we wanted to do it back in March, but, you know, Women's History Month, when we had you initially on here. So
right. Yes.
For coming back again, because I know y'all have been very busy. We were trying to get on earlier about a month ago. Yeah. But let's give some shout outs. And I'd like to pose a question out there. What's a question from the fans watching from us here today on YouTube? There's a lot of star status folks here. You've been seeing the comments coming in on Facebook. If y'all got questions, throw them up there. Throw some questions at them. And let me just ask you guys, what do y'all think about today's game? Going into today's preseason game. You know what I mean? What are you looking for? What do you hope to see as we get some more comments rolling in here?
Well, hopefully we get to see it since it's not being aired. It's not being televised.
Right. Well, if you're a BDG paid supporter and you join us at the watch party, that's a benefit of being a supporter. You're going to see that today.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, most definitely. But you know, for me, like I said, the defense, y'all seen the reports coming out the first half they're supposed to play. So I'm like, I need to see a turnover and a score.
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see the defense. I know we ain't gonna see Dak, but I want to see the defense, and I want to see some of the, you know, the primary offense. You know what I'm saying? To see what we're really working with, man.
Right.
That last game, I mean, we did. I think we did an awesome job. We just got, you know, that last call, man. I think it was a bogus call that they called on us, but it, you know, that's football, man. But we should have won that last game, and I like what I seen that last game.
Yeah, especially that kid Kamara and his story, right? You know, the Ivory Coast kid.
Yep. I just love that, man. I love to see, like, people just make it, man. I love to see that. He ain't even from America, you know. He come here, he playing football in the NFL. You know, I hope he make that cut. 53-man roster, man.
So y'all been watching Hard Knocks, I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So what do y'all think about this Dak? You know, and I see Dak until the first game of the season.
Me personally.
Because I know how you be. Let's put a 4 in the air for Dak Prescott.
For me personally, you know what I'm saying? They have to protect them. That's a must. So I salute them for that. But secondly, I think a lot of them, they keep putting stories out there to keep us engaged. They putting stories out there for people to watch. It's like a commercial. It's like that interview of a good movie that's going to come out, and you can't wait to see it. They keep playing that same, you know, over and over and over. So what people are expecting, he's going to show up and give us the opposite of what people aren't expecting. So prayers up for him. And I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, what they're doing, you know what I'm saying, keeping him, you know what I'm saying, out, letting him heal, that he's going to come back full force, and this will be our year.
Right. I mean, it's scary. And I don't even I'm not even want to talk about it among Cowboy fans. I don't even like talking about it on video.
Right.
You know, it's like day to day.
Yeah, it is. And I mean,
You know.
you know what I'm saying, on the first, you know what I'm saying, Hard Knocks, I mean, when it came on, like, I was emotional all over again. But this time it was more intense because, you know what I'm saying, in October, you seen it, but you didn't know, for them to show the scar and then to show how passionate he was. I'm like, here I am, emotional all over again. Right. So, you know, but his faith and his passion and, you know what I'm saying, his resilience to get back in a game, you know, all of that, you don't want that to be wasted. You don't want him to go through all of this just for it to be wasted. So, I mean, I agree with it. And I just, you know what I'm saying, feel like they are just making sure people watch. And they're trying to, like, make people think the opposite. And I think that he's going to come back full force.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know how I feel about it. I mean, it's a game of streams. You know what I mean? They're kicking it off Thursday night. I mean, what better way? I mean, we keep the guys safe. We figure out who the backup quarterback is. We bring them out cold turkey. But I don't know how that might work in our favor exactly. I got to see it to believe it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
definitely.
But while we got some more, just pose the question. Any questions in the audience here? There's 20 of us rolling deep. Thank you. Get some sharers on the line. There's some star status members deep in the house.
Star status. Cowboy up.
Yeah. So y'all get some shares on the line. I'm posing what questions do the audience have here today? Is I'm going to ask the next question because we got to Lady Vice. So my question is for Mr. Cuff now is how's it been as Lady Vice's ascension has gone into the fan base and onto the streaming platforms? I know you support her, but tell the people out there how that journey's kind of been going for you to this point.
It's been amazing, man, because, you know, to have your spouse to actually be an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I support all genres of music, but to actually have a spouse in house, like I just jump in the car and, like, you know what I'm saying, put the wife on and roll out, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Right. And for her to hear all the compliments from other people and me actually, you know what I'm saying, being married, living in the same house, it's amazing, man, because people be like, man, her voice, when it hits the mic, you know what I'm saying, she just got a voice. Most people, or some people, when they, you know, they hit the mic, it might not sound that good. You know what I mean? Like they might have to add something, you know, do the voice thing, you know what I mean? But her voice, she don't have to do all that to add anything, man. So I think it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? God gives her the words and the ideas, you know what I'm saying? You know, for her to come out with these songs, and everything is done by her, man. Ain't no ghostwriter, ain't none of that, man. It's all her. It's all her and God. You know what I'm saying? When he speak to her, she be in the car, you know, whatever, make notes, and, you know what I'm saying, voice memos, whatever it may be, and come home with, and I'm thinking there's some food or something. She come home talking about she got a new song. I'm like, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I can relate, baby. I can relate.
I'm proud, but I'm hungry though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But no, BG, all jokes aside, man, it's amazing. And you know what I'm saying? I push her to the utmost because I'm gonna be her biggest critic before everybody else get to her. You know, you feel me? So it's just been up here, man. Ever since she started, it's been all the way up, man.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all the support, the love, just everything from everybody, man. We do.
Man, it's all love. You guys are paid supporters here. You know what I mean? So appreciate that. Our goal is to get to 100. We're at 41 here. So smart Cowboy fans out there watching.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? If you're watching, smart Cowboy fans, get it. You guys' president here, he says, we don't raise the bar, we set the bar.
Oh, yeah.
No
doubt. What up, Mr. President? Yeah.
So I'd like to chime in on the prayers. I know one thing's for sure about y'all president.
He can cook. What? I won't say it. Never mind.
He can cook some motherfucking catfish.
I know it. I said, hold on. Let me not interrupt.
Yeah.
I knew what you were going to say.
Yeah. So shout out to the prayers. I'm gonna tell you that if I didn't get anything from that Ohio fish fry, the fish was the best part about it.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
But that was star-studded. Y'all had Miss Price out there. What was that like out there to have Miss Price? I know she was there for a lot of the star status. I was like, Miss Price is up in her boots on ground game. Here it was. I thought I was doing something.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, right. Catch up. Still, she been in the game. What was it like having her out there with you guys at those events?
Oh, so literally, we went up to her room, came downstairs, turned the corner, and there she was. So initially, she's like, "Come on over here, baby, come." So I all hail to the queen. She's like, "No, come here." So I introduced myself, and I'm like, "You're here?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, you're missing a point." you're actually here. Like we both thought that we was going to have to meet her, I don't know, years later down the line. The fact that she was actually in our hotel room in star status gear, rocked with us all, week in, the whole week. I mean, it was awesome. And her sense of humor was off the charts.
Man, her energy is still high.
Yeah.
Her sense of humor is, and we vibed off each other. And I mean, within the first like 10 minutes, she wasn't a stranger anymore. That's how like deep the connection and laughter and love was. It was like we had known each other. We were talking, we exchanged numbers, we were taking pictures. She wanted to see pictures, of our son. And so she kept forgetting. She said, "Where the baby at?" And I said, "I left him with you. My son ain't with you." She's like, "Now stop that." I'm like, "Miss Price, now where's my son at?"
Yeah.
Man, she is amazing. And see her, every time I went to go to complain, I'm like, you know what? Let me be quiet. I didn't hear a complaint from her at all. I'm like, this lady is, she's, of course, she's our elder. And she was on it. I mean, she was fly from head to toe. She keeps her stuff together. One of the biggest inspirations, not just as a Cowboy fan, but as a lady as a whole. I love her.
That's what's up. Yeah, it was good to see her out there. I just said, damn, I thought I was in the gym getting gains. Man, she's still out here.
Yes, she
boots
is.
on ground. Like,
That's
come on, Miss
everywhere.
Price. Come on, Miss Price. Give me a chance here. You know what I mean?
know, right?
So, but shout out Miss Price. I appreciate y'all sharing that feedback. But
yes,
questioning more on Ohio, the Hall of Fame experience altogether. I had never desired to go there. Y'all know we was all about that 88. I know why y'all was there. Was it the first time that you guys had been to the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Experience too as well? Okay. Would you both share your feedback on what that Hall of Fame experience was like there for maybe folks that might be on the fence of looking at going maybe when their favorite player actually makes the Hall of Fame? Because Tony Romo's up next year. A lot of Tony Romo fans out there, right? Yeah. Share your Hall of Fame experiences. What was it like for you guys?
It was phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
like I said, the not to take away from us, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they showed up and showed out. And that's exactly what the Cowboys fans got to do when we have somebody inducted, man. We got to show up and show out and show that to support to that player. It's no greater feeling than seeing the stands filled with Cowboy fans after you get inducted. You see everybody out there hooping and hollering, that you did this, man. You a Hall of Famer, man. There's nothing greater than, unless Super Bowl, but I mean, that's the epitome, man. If you a Hall of Famer, I mean, you did it. You did that.
Right.
Your career, you did that. So, man, I'm telling y'all, it's an experience. Put it on the bucket list. You got to get there, man. When the next Cowboy get inducted, man, let's do this, Cowboy fans. We all got to get out there, man. Take over them tickets, man. Get out there, support the players. It's all about them. I don't care if you like them or not. They still a Cowboy. Get out there and support them, man.
What was your favorite part about it, Cuff? The whole thing, if you had to put it in one thing, what was it?
The way the players, they gave an honor to God first, and then they gave it to their family, then to the fans. It was they went down the line. And some of the fans the players that spoke, they spoke so it's just, if you get there, man, it's genuine, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, if you're a fan, definitely stick with that player and give them the support that they need when you're there at the Hall of Fame, because they really be looking for that, man.
Right, Lady Vice, what was your favorite part about it all together?
It was so all of it. I'm just gonna be honest, but one that stuck out for me, definitely when Jimmy Johnson talked about his family, how he was doing so much trying to get championships. He has two sons that are on the road. I mean, while he was on the road, he had two sons playing football. They both played football. He had never been to none of their games. So he sacrificed so much for the Cowboys and took away from his kids. But now, his kids are older. They have a bond that can't be broken. But what he mentioned was, if I'm not mistaken, it was QLT. I think it was like quality, love, and time. And that stuck with me. So, he spoke on so much about football, but that stuck out the most because that's what it, even within being a Cowboy fan and being with the love and marriage, that's where, we make sure that the 50-50 is there. Quality, love, and time. You know what I'm saying? The love for the Cowboys, the love for Star Status, but at the same time, the love for our family, you know what I'm saying? It comes into place as well. And we got to make sure we balance that out. And that stuck with me because, like he said, we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to be here forever. And we got to make sure that we make everything count and worthwhile while we're here. So that stuck out, you know what I'm saying, the most when, what was that, Saturday night? For me on Sunday, it was just the fact, well, thank God Drew Pearson went first. Because, oh my goodness, we just thought we were going to be there all day. But being that he went first, and just to hear, you know what I'm saying, his stories, to hear about his family. And then I was actually blessed to get we both were blessed to get some green bands, and we were able to go down on the stage. You know, I wasn't expecting and didn't know what to expect. But as I'm walking down, here goes Drew Pearson, you know, walking across the stage. But then here's his wife and daughters and everybody, and they're looking at me and I'm looking at them, and I'm like walking around confused, and everybody's like asking me questions, and I'm like, but people, they seen my dress. I had no intentions on, you know, being down there with his family. But everyone, I say at least 5 people question, are you some kin to him? Are you his family? I'm like, no, I'm just a fan. You know, I'm here to support him. So on Sunday, it was just amazing for him to go first, and just to be down there with all types of fans and then their families. That was amazing.
Right. Yeah, definitely. It was good vibes out there.
It was.
The whole experience to me was, I was thinking it was Facebook comments, like people get ready to, fuck the Cowboys, you know. Yeah. Everybody's like all nice out there and rooting for everybody. Like nobody was booing. People were like, why are they booing? And it was like, you know, it was a pretty nice environment, you know.
Right. Yeah. And then he had Cuff had mentioned, you know, about how the Steeler fans packed the stands. And I know a lot of other people were saying the same things, but, you know, I had to let a lot of people know they were only 2 hours away for Canton. So imagine being 2 hours away. Imagine for us only being a 2-hour drive, you know what I'm saying, to the Cowboys. We'd be elated. So everyone came. And of course, with Palomalo being there, you know what I'm saying, they all went crazy.
Yeah, so it was like a home game for the Steelers. I didn't like that.
There you go, exactly.
Foul action shit. I wasn't with
it really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially in my hotel where I was at, you know what I mean? I was like, man, it's too many Steeler fans.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? It's like a home, but they were nice though, so it was cool. You know what I mean? They were like 6 rings, and you know, like Facebook is not real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the cool part about it, having some cool fans.
Yeah. So what did it do for you guys as club as a whole? Because I know y'all had the event out there. A lot of folks tied. You see Top Fan Ty here. She was saying meeting the 3 of y'all was my favorite. She's a BDG patient.
Oh, hi Ty.
I got to meet up with her. I know y'all did too as well. Y'all had a bunch of extravagant events going. Tell us what that did for Cowboy fans in Ohio with the boots on ground events out there, in your opinion.
In my opinion, I just hope that they see that, you know, no matter, you know, where you from, on, you know what I'm saying, the East Coast or on the West Coast, we had, you know what I'm saying, 3 chapters from Ohio. We had the Ohio chapter, which is out of Toledo. We had Columbus, you know, and Dayton. Then we have South Carolina there, Vegas, Dallas, LA, and the Inland Empire. So we had, there was storms. And when I mention storms, not, lightning and thunder and rain, the storms of airlines, shutting down. Some people, their flights got canceled. Some couldn't make it. But we had at least 2 members that I know for sure. They were like, there's no way, we're going to miss this. And that was Toons. Shout out to Toons and Chad. They came through. So, we came together, every day. We woke up early. We in you hit the lobby. The same people that you had hugged, 2-3 times already. You kept hugging because, what we realized, this had been delayed a year. This COVID took this away. So we wasn't supposed to be here. And then so many people, including our own hometown, we hadn't seen. We wasn't able to hug and have fun. So it was literally like every time we laughed, we joked, we hugged, we took pictures. And that's something we haven't done, in over 365 days. So it was awesome. So out in Ohio, we came, we set up shop, whatever, events we had, we all came together. We had people, we had fans from New Jersey, Cowboy fans from New Jersey. We had
they was out there from everywhere.
They were. We had a lot of Cowboy fans from there. Then, we also had a lot of people come, to the Star Status events that we put on that wasn't Cowboy fans. You had, Raider Nation, what I'm saying, LA, you had Raider Riders, you had Pit City.
The Jersey
LA.
Party, I think y'all did, right?
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
the Jersey Party, the White Party, barbecue, fish fry. I mean, everything we did, we just wanted to make sure it was inclusive. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter what team you was with. But speaking of, inclusive, with us being like, you asked that question about for Ohio, how is it for people to see how we are out here in Ohio? Terrence Parsons, he, if I'm not mistaken, he mentioned that he's seen a group of Cowboy fans. They seemed cool. They was diehard. They looked like they was having fun. So he came and joined us. He was at our hotel kicking it with us for hours, just as, and I'm going to call him a regular person, like it was nothing. And I'm like, you're Micah Parsons' father? You're just out here? He's like, I am a regular person. I'm like, not to me, you're not. No longer. And I had to tell him, he's like, I'm a regular person. I'm like, no, you're not. If it wasn't for you, his mother takes place, or Will, she gets credit too, but it took you as well to give us Michael Parsons. So I'm like, so thank you. So we have Michael Parsons just see our energy, see who we were, see what we were about, and was drawn to Star Status. We didn't solicit him, we didn't invite him, nothing. He seen us, he came, and that in itself was a blessing. So right there, our energy give off so much. You see us, you look at us, you just be like, oh, okay. That's cool people.
It's like a big magnet.
Are
you telling me Terrence Parsons is the father of Michael Parsons? He's on the live with us here right now. Is that what you're saying?
Is he?
Yes, sir.
Hi,
hey,
Cowboy
Mr. Parsons, Cowboy up.
That's him right there saying Cowboy up. So yeah, that's organic right there. He just shows up. That's called timing, baby.
Man, I call it a blessing.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell my part, BG. As far as us getting there from Ohio and like I said, it was all about unity, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No matter what went on that weekend, man, it was all about unity. We all got it together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We did the barbecue at the hotel, man. They did the line dance outside in the grass. I mean, it was just everything, man. It was like epic, man. No matter what we did. And then we got Mr. Parsons sitting there playing dominoes with you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. And then, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even find out who he was till the end of the night. And then, you know what I'm saying? We doing live videos with this man. We taking pictures with this man, you know what I mean? And it's all love. It's all love, you know what I mean? All love. So, man, shout out to God for putting, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Parsons in our path and us crossing paths because, he really is a down-to-earth person. And, you know what I'm saying? We just glad to have him, just know him, you know what I'm saying? To have met him because we went to the Hall of Fame. That never would have happened, you know what I'm saying? So you never know until you go. So I put it like that.
Well, that's what's up because Mr. Parsons is joining us here today. So we appreciate you sharing that story with us because I seen that kind of unfold, but I didn't do the math quite yet. But y'all heard it here first on BDG Network, baby. On Lady Vice and the Cub. You know what I mean? We got Mr. Parsons' father on the line with us. So shout out, Mr. Parsons. We thank you for tuning in. So with the whole Hall of Fame experience, what's the plan moving forward for Lady Vice and Mr. Cuff out there in Ohio this season? I mean, amidst all things given, we know there's some challenges there, but removing some challenges and giving us some leeway. What do you guys see happening this season with Ohio Cowboy fans in general and you guys' brand?
Well, our next event, our newest chapter is in Columbus. Shout out Carolyn Cunningham and Niecy Young. September 19th, there's going to be a tailgate with all Ohio chapters, and that's going to be in Columbus at their home, the DNS Lounge. Cuff and I, we're going to the takeover. We're going to be in LA, baby.
Whoop, whoop. Oh man, that's week 2.
Huh?
You said week 2?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see y'all there.
And this is going to be our first takeover. So our first, 2021, our first Hall of Fame. Now this is our, first takeover. So all the word be to God. So Ohio, we're a tailgate in Columbus, and then in October we're going to have a blue and silver cabaret, and that's for anyone can come. And that's I think Sweetest Day weekend, and then November, Cuff and I we're going to go out to Texas for the roundup. Yep, roundup, baby. And then from there on, pretty much Ohio, we don't have too many things planned besides just watch parties. As far as Cuff and I and with us with the music, I I just recently, it was, it was last minute, but I released a song called Cowboys Touchdown. And,
I seen that.
And that was, some of our ladies out in LA and Texas, they heard the song and was like, hey, we need a line dance to this. Those ladies got a line dance done. I say within a couple of hours, got it shared out and got it down. And the line dance was presented at Hall of Fame for the first time at the barbecue on the grass. But then they did it again at the Jersey party Saturday.
I seen that.
So it was lit. It was nice. So, I have a few more songs coming out to be released. And the next one will be released on Tom Landry's birthday.
Whoa, you heard it here first, baby. You know what I mean? Fan base creator, and I'd like to throw that out there. I remember being there to watch you on stage live at the all white party where I recorded your experience there and I shared it in the supporter group. So we're looking for supporters here. If you get down with the content, I need some sharers to get online. You can go over there and check that out. But they didn't kind of know what to call you. The first, I'm just going to say you're a fan base creator. You're the first female fan base creator putting out NFL music behind your team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you guys can run with it if not, but that's what we're trying to do here with folks. And so as we talk about that, some folks are saying, hey, we want to hear some of her music while we're on here as a fan base creator. As I introed the, because, Tupac is my GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the All Stars on Me sits with me well. I'll run that back before we get out of here. But share, folks, how did that come about? How as a creator did you come out with All Stars on Me? And we'll let everybody hear it before we get out of here today. But share, folks, that process for the creator types that may be watching Lady Vice today that want to follow suit on that trail that you're blazing right now.
So it's funny you ask about that song because it came about, I want to say, about 11:45 that night after our last interview with you.
Oh.
We got off the interview and we got the phone was ringing. And one of those calls that I took was from Dougie Doug. Hey, Dougie, danger.
Yeah. Dougie Doug, I know she ain't lying.
Right. So he called and he was like, it was epic. You know what I'm saying? He was giving me my props and shouting me out and telling me, I did great. He was proud of me, et cetera, et cetera. But before we ended the call, he said, man, you got to do, something for, anybody can get it. I said, he was like, man, we got to. He was like, man, and he told me the story behind it. And the story behind anybody can get it was basically that, it doesn't matter, where you at. You can be 11-0, you can be undefeated. And just like that, it's all over, ending your football season, which is, a bar from, the song. Mm-hmm. So when he told me, I'm like, okay. So literally that next day, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? I used to always joke and walk around singing anytime I would hear All Eyes on Me. Mm-hmm. I used to always say All Stars on Me anyhow. Mm-hmm. It was in the back of my head. Boom. It came back to the, the forefront because Dougie Doug had said, I got to do Anybody Can Get It. I laughed it off. I told him, okay, never told him anything. Dougie Doug heard the song when everybody else heard the song. So in that song, when he told me the story, I had to make sure that I wrote, lyrics to what he told me. And that's why, and then I wanted to make sure I gave, homage and props to him. Like, anybody can get it. We have our star status, shirt, with all the stars. And then on the back, it says anybody can get it. It doesn't matter who you are, what team you repping, even the Cowboys. But, don't get up here. Don't get too high because you can get it too. And that's where it came from. So.
Yeah. I hear Cowboy Kev say that all the time on the post, Cowboys, anybody could get it. Like I can always hear him saying that. That's crazy that you share that because that was kind of co-inspired by Dougie Doug, who I've met also. Shout out Dougie Doug. Yeah. I asked him myself. So if y'all wondered, I asked Dougie Doug. Is she lying? No, and y'all heard her here first here today. So I appreciate you sharing that with us here. And do you got any shout outs before we get out of here today? We're at about 45 minutes right now. I wanted to keep it under an hour. I want to make sure folks that didn't get a chance to hear All Stars on Me before we get out of here. What shout outs do y'all have to give today before y'all get out of here, man?
Before I give shout outs to the chapters, I want to give thanks again and a shout out to when I got to Hall of Fame, I was gifted, of course, unexpectedly by 3 of my sisters. The earrings that I'm wearing right now is from Star Status Sarah. She BDG. So she gave me these. I made sure that I wore these when I performed as well. I was also gifted with this Cowboys bracelet from my other sister, Stacy Jackson, Michael Jackson cousin. And then this necklace that says Lady Vice. That's from our sister out in LA, Pat Toscano. All three of these gifts, I made sure, although I had different jewelry that I planned on wearing, performing in, I'm like, no, there's no way. I had to make sure that I wore all of my gifts on Saturday night when I performed. And I think I wore them all weekend as well. So I just wanted to thank them also. Then shout out to all of our chapters. Of course, you know what I'm saying? My home chapter, Ohio, Mark Lockett, Hey Press, LA, Dayton, Columbus, IE, Dallas, and Vegas.
It's a whole lot of y'all. I know.
Right. So yeah, South Carolina, Greenville, and Flowtown. Hey, Sonyetta.
Yeah, I know. I seen them folks out there too, man. I mean, for me, it was cool. I'm sorry. But for Facebook, I thought everybody was in LA, but I was surprised. All the fans I thought was in LA and with the Ohio Cowboys.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm Jermaine Underwood. You need anything, let me know. I got you. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. What shout outs you got, Cuff, before we get out of here today, baby?
I just want to give honor to God first and foremost. Shout out to you for even putting us on this platform.
Yes, definitely.
Shout out to all the chapters. I ain't gonna try to name because I ain't gonna miss nobody. You know what I'm saying? Of course, our Ohio chapters. I love all y'all. But one thing I wanted to say, BG, was we do have a Cops and Cowboys coming up in Ohio. One of our we trying to push it to be one of our biggest events because it is going to be one of our biggest events. This is trying to bring the unity with the cops and the community together. And we Cowboy fans, so it's the Cops and Cowboys, and that's going to be on September 11th here in Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. Other than that, I want to give a shout out to the other power couples. We're not the only one, but you know what I'm saying, we are in the forefront. So, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate all the love, and we always give it back and be like, no, you the power couple. No, you the power couple. We fighting over who the power couple.
Y'all the BDG power couple.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard that first.
So yeah, we gonna give it back when we get it. We not going, you know what I'm saying, take all the glory, or all the glory go to God, but we just gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get the love when we get it, so we're gonna give it back flat out.
I'm glad to hear that as your prayers chimes in right before we get out of here. Yes, we're gonna throw on some all stars on me before we get out of here, but the prayer says Cops and Cowboys. Nice. How a guy from LA can take his challenged area and a guy like you and y'all out there in that area, and with the Cowboys, we unite behind something bigger than ourselves, man.
Right.
The most important thing. You know what I mean?
It is.
I appreciate y'all on the show today, man. It's been an absolute blast, and we're gonna hear all stars on me before we get out of here.
All right. Thank you,
Y'all
BG.
seen-
An honor.
No problem, man. Thank you guys, especially for being supporters of the BDG Network, baby. Because we keep all stars on us, right?
Amen. All stars on me. All stars on me. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. Let's get it. Football season about to start and we about to be turned blue, white, and silver head to toe. Yeah, you know I'm a stunt. When star status in the building, everybody know it. I rep my club with pride and ain't afraid to show it. We America's fan club and we still growing. We the lightning before the thunder, bringing all the action. Are you a Cowboy fan? One question, who asking? Not just a Cowboy fan, it's a style of life. When loser tight, anybody can get it. I seen it with my own two eyes, an undefeated beginning that folded like a poker night. A million fans waiting for that sixth ring, a Super Bowl championship. I can hear Texas sing, woo! Turned out for what? Ain't no fucking off season. 365, 24/7, long as I'm breathing. April 2021, let's see what the draft bring. We need the best that wanna win and get it by any means. Deion Sanders to the 10th power, a champion. Beast mode, Tony Dorsett, born to win. Blue and silver retros, throwback image jersey, white pants, white hat, throwback Thursday. We got the party rocking, we turned up, got everybody screaming Cowboys. Till the day I die, all stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug and my line. What we tell them?
Anybody can get it, anybody can get it. No matter what team you reppin', anybody can get it. All the pride and the glory when your team's undefeated. And just like that, it's all over, ending the football season. It ain't about how you start, it's all about how you finish. So anybody can get it, anybody. All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug, am I lying? All stars on me. Live the life of a Cowboy fan until the day I die. Anybody can get it. Dougie Doug.